So most people spend their entire lives trying to reduce as much risk as possible. But my friend Jack has done the complete opposite.
I'm hoping that unit's still available, that Joe's moving out of it, Blythe.
Right.
By the time January comes and say I've got 20 cars in stock, obviously at that point, I think, realistically, I don't think I should have an issue selling 5 cars a month if I've got 20 online.
I remember the first time I saw Jack, he was selling cars off his grandma's driveway.
So I'd come down nice and early this morning to get this photographed and this photographed, opened up the garage door and it fell off the runners. So, I mean, you couldn't write that. So I've had to spend all day waiting around for the bloke to come and fix it just to get the garage door shut. Managed to do 0 photos. A nice big crack me grandma though.
Especially not with you. As soon as I get to that point, I'm coming straight with you and we'll start fucking hammering it. Because I've seen your video about all those other like social media marketing companies, and you're right, I keep getting loads up on my feed now and messages and whatnot.
Yeah, it's like every company's trying to capitalise on AutoTrader, but no one's offering anything different. It's the same with motors and eBay. Like, I mean, not motors and eBay, motors and Car Gurus. All they've done is change their ad creative to something bashing AutoTrader. For context on this, at the end of last year, there was a big cancellation with AutoTrader due to a backfire on something they brought out called Deal Builder, which allowed a customer to reserve a car for 21 days and take it off the dealer's website. This pissed a lot of dealers off because it meant that with little to no interest and qualification of whether that person was going to buy the car, they could remove the advertising from a dealership for 3 weeks, which means when a dealer spends 20, 25, 30 grand a month on an AutoTrader subscription to advertise their cars, a customer is now taking away all their advertising capabilities with no penalty of doing so, and AutoTrader was taking the reservation fees, which probably also angered the dealerships. But due to this, all the other listing sites such as Car Gurus, eBay Motors, redid their advertising campaigns, and I'm sure will have brought on a few more customers since that backlash. But the issue was they never changed the way the platforms ran, they never changed their marketing other than the advertisements themselves. They never changed anything to do with the business. So 3-4 months later, we've found that all the dealerships have gone back to AutoTrader because no one was able to do anything different. So all that's going to happen is people might switch over for a couple months and then they'll just realise it's the same as it's always been.
Well, I've already put a cancellation in for motors.
Really?
I haven't had a lead, mate, since I opened. I've been on it a month. I haven't had one. I've had one lead, and that was somebody that emailed us and said, "Hi, mate, I've seen you on TikTok." So it's really a TikTok lead.
That's insane.
But I mean, I haven't got many cars, have I? So it's a 4-month contract that runs out in Feb. So it's going to run its course. But I've just emailed them to tell them not to auto renew after February. If it picks up in Jan when I've got say 20 cars in stock, then obviously I'll keep it on. But for now, it's more useless than AutoTrader, to be honest.
You'll be sitting at this point in the video scratching your head going, why on earth would you leave your job and sell your house to start a car dealership from zero, register a business in one of the worst climates to do so? But I remember one of the first things Jack said to me before he started this, and all he wanted to do was pick his daughter up from school and drop her off in the morning. And already a few weeks, if not a month into starting this business, and he's able to do these things. So as much as the stress, the pain, the doubt of starting such a horrendous thing in one of the worst climates, you do get the upside of being able to fulfill your dreams, which is very hard to do when you're locked in a job. So he may have taken a risk, but he's already seen the upside. And I think even the small things, like taking your daughter to school and picking her up, will be enough of a motivating factor to make sure Jack sees this business through.
The couple of things I wanted to do when I left my job was pick her up from school every night and drop her off every morning. Now at the minute we're not too busy, so I can definitely do both. And then we're heading out to the park on a night time. Right now, if I was still at Lookers, I would still be in the back office doing a handover or something. But now I've got a little bit more of my own time. A non-negotiable moving forward is I'll always be dropping her off at school in the morning. Might not be able to pick her up, but I'll be dropping her off. And it's one of the nice things when you're working for yourself, you've got the extra stresses, but you've also got little time like this where you can spend it with your daughter.
Dad, what's this?
Even though she's been a bit of a rat bag. Go on then, show them. Whoa. But yeah, lush, love it. Hopefully a lot more to come.
in a 5 or 6 hour window, it'll get enough content to make it look like it's a week's worth.
I just know, because I think about this myself, I wish I started documenting everything earlier, and when you get a year down the line and all of this is not over, but you're in a very good place, you're going to be like, I wish I documented everything when it was shit at the start. The main thing we push towards dealers is the fact that the earlier the start, the better it is, because most dealers will wait until they've got a cameraman, a social media guy, and are making 100 grand a month before they put anything on camera. But by the time they've done that, they've shown none of the journey. So building an audience is so much harder because you're starting off at a point where you're literally seeing the guy for the first time with a Ferrari 812 Superfast.
But yeah, I'm game, mate. Whenever you're up here, let me know and we'll hammer it.
I'll find a day and we'll start that.
Right, sound. Hopefully, and then we could even sit down and I could explain what I've just explained to you, but on camera. Right, this is the big mistake I made.
Well, funny you say that, because I knew you were going to say this, so I've already done it.
Have you?
Yeah.
Mistake.
We're in a garage now. I'm just filming some bits, so I thought I'd just catch this, and this is going to be the start of the video. I'm not going to post anything yet, but I knew it would be useful.
No, that's class. I love it.
But yeah, we can literally start it from this.
It's even better when you don't tell us.
Exactly, because then you're not preparing for anything and you'll say what you actually think.
Where you at now, like?
Just in Darlington.
Oh, you're over there.
But yeah, I'll find a date this week and we'll start.
Had a couple of hectic days and I've been thinking, bloody hell, I'm stressed here. But I've literally prayed for this and planned it for a year and a half, and God's finally brought it to fruition for me. So you can't expect everything just given to you on a plate. You've obviously got to work for it. God's timing's perfect, so I'm absolutely over the moon that this is what I've thought about and prayed about for the last literally year and a half, 2 years, and it's finally here. So instead of getting stressed and letting things get on top of me, I'm just going to enjoy the journey, enjoy kind of what's happening right now, and see what the future holds.
The next time I saw him, he had a site.
You got all the gear, like?
Yeah. Are these all your cars now?
Yes. Yeah. So I've got a couple more arriving tomorrow, and then I've got a couple down at the mechanics, but it's starting to fill up, isn't it?
So within a couple months of taking all of this risk, he's ended up in a site, he's got more than 10 cars, and things are moving pretty swiftly. Is that the unit?
Yeah. Do you want to have a look?
Let's have a browse.
It's a bit rough and ready at the minute, like.
I wanted to start the video standing on there.
Mate, I took a photo before, that, on power.
Yeah.
It's a big rich town, and he's looking over.
They say this is a big rich town. I just come
So this is a MTV Cribs. Welcome to my gaff. It's a little bit rough at the minute. We can. What I'm going to do is, I'm going to get my missus in here because I'm absolutely useless with stuff like this.
Yeah.
But she was on about getting just like some cheap like lino flooring, bit like what's down now, but just spruce it up a little bit.
You need signs everywhere, I think.
Signage
Like a
next.
big one on the front.
Up on the top of it. Yeah, that's already booked in.
Like a proper big one.
Yeah, like the size of that.
Yeah,
the
so-
plastic above. I'm gonna do a games room in there.
Yeah.
The PS5 one. So when GTA 6 finally lands, we can get on there.
It's not all sunshine and rainbows though, because before you see this clip, there were a few mishaps with Jack being able to get a site before he got this one. You've had a nightmare trying to find something as well.
It's took. Well, the reason I left my job was because I'd put an offer in and had it accepted, if you remember.
Yeah, you were going to go
rang
on
you.
straight away.
Yeah, I'd already had it accepted. I've been down, viewed it, took like 3 months to get the viewing.
Yeah.
Got down, finally had a viewing. It'd been like a weed grow, if you remember when I told you.
Yes.
And then there was no light bulbs in it.
Yeah.
It was dodgy, very strange. But
and then you had another couple of deals fall through.
that one fell through, and then I was meant to go up to Thingy's place, the main dealer,
Yeah.
the van centre.
Yeah.
That fell through. And then there was a couple of others. Oh, the one in Washington.
There's one at the Metro Centre as well.
That was the one. That was the one I left
right.
my job for. So he basically said, "Yeah, that's a site you can pretty much move in.
Yeah.
I'll get you the terms next week." And it's now what are we in? Nearly 2026, and we still have no
Yeah,
terms,
you weren't
so.
even sure if you were gonna just do it from the driveway till the start of next year. But
Well,
I think,
that's what I wanted to do, but it's like you hit the ceiling mate, you just can't grow. Like, I can't do the photos properly, I can do the videos properly.
And it's just, I know
do anything properly.
You mentioned in the back of your head, it's like the fact of what people will think doing it on
Yeah, I
your
mean,
drive.
that doesn't help either. Like,
When I pulled up to his grandma's driveway and we got chatting for a bit, this was the first time I'd actually met Jack. He said one of the main concerns about running the dealership outside his grandma's house to start with was that people would find it unprofessional and he would find it harder to sell cars because of that. But as we later found out, the content that Jack was producing on TikTok, posting everything to the point where some people would go, mate, you shouldn't really be saying that about your business to the wider public. It actually built so much trust within him that having a dealership outside his grandma's driveway didn't really affect him selling cars. In fact, I think it brought more trust to him and his business because of the content he was putting out there.
if you're going to go for it, you get over it, but it's at first it's always in the back of your head. Now, what's in the back of my head is that there's caravans in the background. You can't win, can you?
Nah.
But I'm gonna do the photos basically up against there. What we're gonna do, paint it black. I'm gonna clad it with a bit of wooden slats.
Yeah.
Put some like fake trees and planters in, just to make it look a bit posher. Probably do a valet bay here on the right hand side.
Yeah.
But I think this is good enough for the next couple of years, to be honest.
Yeah,
You can see how many vans they've got.
You've got really nice bits of stock in as well.
Some decent stuff. A35's nice. Try to trade out of that, so if anybody wants it.
I saw your
let us
video
know.
today.
That X1's prepped. That was lush. This A-Class, I bought that. Turned up the auction and I was like, oh my god, it's got cream interior. So.
Oh, you didn't know?
No, I had no idea. I didn't check the interior.
Let's have a look.
The rookie mistake on it. So, it needs a good clean light, but
It looks smart.
it is, it's alright. It's alright. This, remember that RAC video?
Yeah.
I don't know what happened with that. Tiguan, I think that was one of the first cars I had. When you came, that was on my grandma's
That was on the driveway, yeah.
So I've still got that. Well, I don't understand why. It's like, I don't get it. Probably the wrong spec, maybe.
You think?
The Duke Tecna, I've sold millions of those every time. That should go pretty quickly. I'm going to drop the price on that once it's photographed, but I've been holding off doing the photos till we got here.
Yeah.
So I really have had half my stock, haven't been online and photographed, which is not what you want, but it is what it is.
What are you doing this week? Just sorting everything?
Yeah, getting that sorted, getting the signage up first, because I want to reshoot the photos. That's going to be the most important thing.
Yeah.
Try and get out of that A35. So the idea is A35 is about 18 grand. Tiguan's about 12 grand. That Skoda's about 13, 14 grand. So all in all, I've got about 50 or 60 grand's worth of buying power out of those three cars.
How many miles are on the A-Class?
55.
That's not even
Premium
bad.
Plus.
It's a really nice car.
That's lush. So I'm hoping with that 50, 60 grand, we can get another 10 cars and then that can fill the pitch. And basically the idea is, what I've told myself in my head to take these daft risks is if I can stock 20, we can get rid of 5 basically.
Yeah.
5 a month, that'll keep the doors open. Obviously you want to do more than that, but
Yeah.
the target's not completely out of reach. Do you know what I mean?
No, true.
It's just trying to get there by the end of Jan, really, is what we're.
It's
what we're
good
aiming
you've got
for.
the site now, I think.
Yeah.
The difference from moving from your grandma's driveway to a big site is that Jack's now going to have quite a lot of overheads. He's gone from almost zero overheads to overheads at about 4 or 5 grand a month. You've got your AutoTrader bill now, he's got more than 10 cars. And he's got a big site, which is going to be a couple grand a month. So he's looking at needing to sell a car a week to break even, which again is scary, but these are the things that you've got to go through when starting a business, and Jack seems to be giving it a pretty good go so far.
Yeah. I think once you're in here, there's no excuses. The videos have to get shot, the TikToks get done every day, you hear every day. It is what it is. You just got to crack on and
Balls
do it.
in.
Yeah, literally bet the whole house on it, didn't
There
I?
was a load of comments last night. Let me find one. Did you read any of them?
I had a read of a few of them. I try not to read social media comments, to be fair.
No, neither. I do find them funny.
I've been quite lucky, me though.
I speak to a lot of car dealers about doing social media frequently, and one of the main things they say to me is that, Theo, I want to get on camera, but I don't know if I'm going to like these hate comments. I don't know if I can deal with people thinking that my videos are cringy, and it may hurt my image and my ego. But you got to realise at the end of the day, these people aren't paying your bills.
I haven't got rinsed that much yet.
Yeah, but you're doing something that people would mainly support.
Yeah. So like I tell you what, actually, It's been the opposite. I've had so many nice comments and like other dealers reaching out. And, like the reason I'm on this site is because Joe, who used to own this site, reached out and said, "Oh, like I realise you're in Blythe. Do you want to come down and use my mechanics?"
Yeah.
So built a relationship there, but that was off the back of TikTok. And then he liked us as a person. Then said, "Look, mate, you might as well have first dabs on this."
Yeah, that's sick.
So I met my mechanic through there. I met this guy through there. Paint shops, body shops.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I don't.
And then
Did
loads
you
of
find
other
me?
local dealers.
Didn't you find me through an ad rather than TikTok?
It was an ad, but then I kept seeing your TikToks and I was like, "Oh, this guy's legit." To be fair.
Yeah.
But even Neil, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Loads of dealers, like loads of local dealers, will reach out and help you.
It's cool how much everyone's kind of intertwined and in a
class.
positive way now,
Yeah,
rather
it's
than
class.
you'd think everyone's out for
Well,
themselves.
I think this whole AutoTrader thing's been something to do with that. You know, like everybody felt. I don't know if it's brought people together or what.
Yeah,
but
I think it has.
Yeah.
No one's really had any other option to go other than helping each other.
The frustrating thing is with me, it's like a necessary evil at first. You have to have AutoTrader.
Yeah.
And to be fair, it's the only place I've sold cars so far. Motors has been useless, so it is what it is. I have to have it.
Everyone's complaining about Motors because all they've done is rebrand themselves and they haven't done anything
Nah,
to the website.
Even I complain because of the I spend ages writing the descriptions out, like copywriting them properly.
Yeah.
And they're all bunched together. So I kicked off about that. They went, "Oh, there's nothing you can do." And then in the forums, they're all saying it's been like that for years. So
Can't do anything
They're
about
all
it.
just out to try and rinse you, aren't they?
Right, hopefully you can build some sort of audience through this. I think you will.
The TikTok's the main focus.
I think you're going to get a lot of customers following you
Yeah.
as well, rather than just other dealers.
Potentially.
And maybe a younger audience of people that are looking to do a similar thing.
That I've had a lot of that. A lot of messages like, "Oh, mate, like I'm trying to get into it. What do I do?" And like, I'm probably not the man to ask, to be fair, 'cause I'm just starting myself.
You're just taking the risk.
You know, you working at a main dealer and doing this is two totally different things. But I would say if anybody's trying to get into the game, number one, don't, and number two, if you are going to go to a main dealer and learn it,
Yeah,
for a couple of
which
years.
you've already done.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, no, I remember I'm wired a little bit differently, aren't I? Like just stupid ideas, but I just remember our first phone call. I was like, "Look, the first hire I want to make is a videographer."
This is why we've created ADF OS. This is the foundation that will change how your dealership operates day to day on social media. Every single car gets a structured walk-around script to maximize retention and buyer intent. You get a daily posting system so you can plug your live stock feed into our platform. And every single day, your sales guys, your videographers will get messages with videos and which cars to shoot every single day of the week. So you make sure every single car you get in has a piece of content that goes with it. I'm absolutely sick to death of dealers treating social media like an afterthought. There are garages selling 20 plus cars a month from social media because all they do is post every single car to the highest standard. That's why we've included an AI scoring system in ADF OS, so you know that every single piece of content you put out has the highest chance of hitting the algorithm and finding a buyer. You don't need to be posting these silly photo collages of cars that will only be seen by 16-year-old boys because they like Fiesta STs but are never going to buy one. You need to mention all the keywords of your cars. Imagine it like SEO. You need to mention every single feature of this vehicle and have a hook at the start that's engaging to land on the FYP of someone who's already been searching for that car beforehand. It is not something you should treat half-assed. It is something that you should implement into your business. Social media is going to wipe out all these listing sites in the next few years. And if you're on it now, you're going to be ahead of the curve. Remember, it doesn't cost you anything.
Compared to how much AutoTrader costs,
Yeah.
right? It's actually quite cheap. You've got somebody there, videographer, does all your socials. You're building an audience off that. It pays for itself after 12 months.
They can also manage all of your listings platforms.
Well, not even that. They can be drivers for you. They can help with your
True.
listings, do all your photographs, do your videos. Somebody to help run the business. But I'm thinking more of a 12-month kind of time frame, right? Even if you start making a little bit of money off TikTok or YouTube, that could half pay for the wage anyway.
Exactly.
Minus all the things you get off the back of it. If you do a brand deal, if you buy a car through there, if you sell a car through there.
Once you
what I
get past 10k on TikTok as well, you start getting paid.
Do you?
And you'll have a very good, is it RPM or CPM on TikTok? Yeah, CPM. So cost per 1,000 views, I think it
Yeah.
is. You can get it almost up to £1.
Can you?
So if your video's over a minute long, you could make
Decent money.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the ideal end goal, is to have a media company and have a sales company. That's what I want to do.
Jack comes from a very similar background to me. So he used to run a marketing agency, which means he knows the power of social media. So as well as building his dealership, he's focusing very heavy on content because these two will complement each other so well down the line, especially since he's documented from the beginning.
Yeah. When you say that to somebody now, and I've just started and I've got 10 cars, I think you're fucking off your head.
Yeah, but also if you're aiming low, like, you're probably going to hit it and it's going to be boring. You might as well.
But no, the 5-year plan is to try and get out of the less premium stuff.
Yeah.
Move into pretty much mainly premium, and then have like a media side and a sales side. I'm not really that bothered about setting up mechanics and stuff like that. Doesn't have any interest.
What would you do with the media side? Like help other people or run your own?
No, it'll just be all focused on solely like full-time video and me and the businesses.
Yeah.
And like a bit like a documentary, really.
Makes sense.
2-3 episodes a week, just documenting everything behind the scenes. A bit like Calvin's Car Diary.
Yes.
The way he does it is brilliant, I think.
But I don't
think it's really helped his business.
No one's come from your angle of literally filming it since the start.
No, well, if I had unlimited money, I would have had a videographer from day one.
Yeah.
But
even filming it yourself, no one really does that. They wait till they get the dealership and the videographer and then they start.
I don't know if I would call myself a videographer, like, but
no, but like, as in like they'll wait till they've got a fully fledged pitch.
Yeah.
A sales team before they even invest in something like that.
No, you're right. Like, no, I think it's cool. I think it's what basically what I'm trying to do with the TikTok is what would I want to see. So if I could go onto a TikTok right now, and I was like, right, I need to watch him. How did he set up? What were the pitfalls? Is he stressed? Is he not stressed? Am I having the same thoughts as him? That's basically what I want. So if a young lad starts in 2 years' time, he can go back and he can say, oh, Jack made that mistake. I'm not even going to.
And you can see when you're making like 4 videos a day, you can see every single day of the struggles and the wins.
What I wanted to do was a more polished YouTube video, but it's just impossible on your own when you're trying to get this off the ground. So the TikTok is like a perfect medium. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to edit it. I just put it out there. And it is what it is. And whatever feedback I get is whatever feedback I get. I think TikTok's unreal. I remember when I was little, I had this little YouTube flip camera, and I was like, oh, I'm going to be a vlogger. I must have been about 11 or 12-year-old, mate.
I did the same
always been into it. But I'm glad I didn't post any of the videos, like. But no, this has always been. I've always felt comfortable in front of the camera, if that makes sense. I don't mind whipping it out.
Yeah, I've noticed, because I didn't even tell you about it when we started filming.
You've got to do it, haven't you? But I think when you come back in like 2 weeks after Christmas, and we've got all the signage up, and hopefully we've got double the amount of cars, and hopefully I've sold one. It's alright stocking loads, but if you haven't sold any, it's pretty useless, isn't it?
We'll get some gone.
So hopefully, well, I think what we're going to do is set up with you as well, aren't we?
Yeah.
Now we've got 10. That's the plan.
But it could actually work now, I think.
Now we've got this, we'll do a video, get it on the Facebook ads, because that's why I liked it to begin with, because that's what my background, wasn't it?
Yeah, marketing.
So I trusted you because I knew you weren't talking rubbish. Like, you see a lot of these ads come up and I'm like, he's just talking gobbledygook.
It hasn't made it harder for me, but since the AutoTrader thing, every single fucking social media company
I get loads of them now.
Have started. Do you get calls all the time now?
No, I haven't any calls yet. No calls. I just loads of Facebook and Instagram retargeting ads.
Yeah. Everyone's trying to do it now. Which saturates it.
Yeah. But it's been a bit of a mad 4 months, isn't it? Since we first.
It's very different to when I came.
First talk.
Last year. It wasn't even that long ago.
No. We had 3 cars on my grandma's drive, I think, didn't we?
Have you got stuff to do today?
I've done everything really. It's just we're trying to get the light, isn't it?
Yeah. I was thinking of going to get food somewhere and sitting down,
Porky's
filming some bits in there.
Literally Porky's there.
Do you want to film in there?
Unreal. Yeah, we'll go in there.
At least it's warm.
If you see this, mate, I'm sorry I didn't come picking number plates up today. Sorry, Dennis. Hiya, mate. Everything goes tits up in January.
Yeah.
Right? Month 1 it all goes tits up. And I haven't got enough money to pay my bills at the end of the month.
Yeah.
Well, it's a fucking limited company, so it doesn't matter.
And you may think with all these big overheads that if Jack doesn't pull this off, it's game over. He's going to be in debt, he's not going to be able to make this work, and he's going to harm his future. But in reality, as you'll see here, that is not the case. And there's a lot less risk in this than you would think.
So I can't pay the rent, the bloke goes, get these cars off of here. Alright, I'll take them back to my grandma's. AutoTrader goes, where's my money? I can't pay you. Alright, okay, we'll turn your AutoTrader off. So I haven't actually lost any money there. And then all I would do is trade back out of all the cars. You might lose 10%, but It's not even. It's
Sure.
not actually that big of a risk.
Yeah. When you break it down.
Like when people go, oh, you could lose your house. I couldn't. It's impossible. I couldn't lose 100 grand. I could maybe lose 30 worst case. But
I think
like,
you're
not gonna let a company run at, like, say if I was losing 5 grand a month, I'm not gonna let it run for fucking 10 months until I've lost 50 grand. Am I? You're gonna. And that's at the worst possible case, and nobody buys a car off you for 3 months. I mean, it's not going to happen, is it?
I don't think you'll stop.
No, I'll be fine.
I feel like you've got too many connections and you're too in the business now to go, nah, I'm out.
Well, I've normally always got another plan. I've always had little businesses, done this, done that, but I haven't got any other plans after this one. So this one has to work.
One thing I love about this plan is that Jack does not have an option B, which means he has to make this work. Yeah, but a lot of people just do that for comfort. Like they go, oh, well, I'll do a bit here, a bit there, and a bit there in case one fucks up and then I got two streams of income.
I've got zero.
But you end up just spreading yourself thin. Like, even though it sounds a lot worse, I thought, oh, when this gets well, I'm going to go and do it in houses, but I need to get this mint before I do anything else.
Yeah, it needs to be flying, doesn't it?
But what's the point? You might as well make one thing really good.
Well, there's a lot you can do with this as well, isn't there?
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to just be selling cars. The media side of it really interests me. And
yeah,
like,
same.
where can you take that? And then the brand sponsorship deals, the doors it opens. You might do a track day here. You might go and speak to this manufacturer here. If you look at what's his name on the logbook on YouTube, he was the one. He got called up to have the bloody meeting with AutoTrader.
I know.
And that's only from doing YouTube videos.
God, I wish that was me.
You would have had the life.
That would have been sick.
But like that opens so many doors. If you look at High Peak Autos, you ever watched him before?
Yeah, I've seen it.
He's done really well off it. And if you look at the kind of stuff he sells, it's not, the cars aren't great. But I guarantee he makes a lot more money off his YouTube channel than he does his cars. It is.
He will do.
He's got like 500,000 followers.
YouTubers make more money than anyone nowadays. They used to be laughed at, like, oh, you're a YouTuber, but they're all
if you've got a good niche and you know what you're doing and the content's decent, like that's the kind of content I want to do when I get on with it a little bit and finally.
You've definitely hit a good niche with yours because no one else has documented it from the very start.
Yeah, I need to get better at doing everything and the ins and outs. But you know, when I'm sitting down, when I've got that office space now, I'm gonna do like a real. Right, this is where we're at. This is what the costs are.
Yeah.
This is how, on a stress level, I'm probably at like a 7 going into Q1 because pretty much Q1 for me is make or break. Mm-hmm. Like if I don't stock the 25 cars and I don't sell the 5 a month, I've got 3 months of overheads in this before I go fuck this.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So that has to work within Q1 basically.
So what are we relying on to get them sold?
We need, well, AutoTrader at the minute. Do you know what I mean? And I mean, the TikTok, I don't think you'll sell a car through TikTok for the first 6 to 12 months, to be totally honest, organically. You will do the Facebook ads.
I think you could see something before the 6-month mark, do you think?
I think the ads.
If you start doing lives, yeah.
Yeah, I was speaking to you about the lives the other week, wasn't
When you've got 25 cars, I think you'd be able to shift some stuff through.
I feel like lives are awkward for dealers. Maybe you've got a different opinion, but like what I even do.
Neil usually has someone following him around with a camera.
Does Neil go live?
Yeah, all the time. He sold stuff off it.
Does he?
He sold a few cars off lives.
I'll have to have a look. No, I've never seen him do it.
No, it's really good. But like he said he gets about 1 every 2 weeks through TikTok.
Does he?
Just messaging him, yeah.
I want to start doing daily Facebook posts with like finance breakdowns. I think that helps sell on Facebook and Instagram.
Definitely. But I think your content's more about you than it is the cars at the moment. So a lot of people won't recognise you're a dealership.
Yes, I see what you're saying.
But that will change shortly.
Now we're actually at a pitch and it's like the videos are done there every day.
Yeah.
The logos in the background and I've got a lot of ideas for content. It's just it's having the space to do it when I was trying to do it off a driveway because I was driving from like Blythe to Stanley. It's like a 40-50 minute drive.
Yeah.
You get there and it's nearly dark. You need to go and pull a car out and it was like Tetris on the drive, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So it took us an hour to really get the cars out and then I had to go and photograph one and then I forgot to make that video.
Like, as much as your overheads have gone up, it's going to make your life a lot easier.
It is, and it should. I'm hoping it'll just be like an atomic bomb to the business and it'll blow it up. But it's up to me to put the work in, really, isn't it?
Can you not help each other with that guy next door?
In what way? Social?
Advertising.
Yeah, they don't have AutoTrader or anything.
Yeah, that's what you were saying. I spoke to him for 10 minutes.
Runs everything through Facebook.
Yeah. He showed me his DMs. He's flooded.
Mental. But I haven't had one. I haven't had a bite off Facebook.
Yeah, but you haven't run the ads, have you?
You know what now? That's just through Marketplace.
Really?
That's literally just put it on Marketplace.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, I haven't had one bite off. Well, I had one bite on that C1, didn't I? But I sold it to somebody else. Apart from that, I haven't had. I've had nothing. Look, I've had one chat. And that was him kicking off because I sold it to somebody else. So I haven't responded to that one. But yeah, that's all the listings.
No, but I mean, if like you shared ad budget or something,
do something.
there's got to be some scope there. Do you know the owner, or have you just met the sales guy?
No, the owner's my landlord. The owner owns all the area.
Right.
He owns everything. So the owner owns that whole area, and then he owns about 40 units in Blythe. He owns Blythe Storage. He's fucking wedged, mate. But he owns the van centre as well.
So he's making money out of that while he's
running the vans. So he probably made $4,000 off me and the what's it called? Caravan salesman next door. He's laughing, isn't he?
That's mad.
So he's got no overheads for his van business.
And he owns the land.
So he's clued up, like.
Yeah, that's really good.
And then he owns he owns all the units down in like the riverside in Blythe. So
Yeah.
everybody rents off him. But he's a nice guy to know, mate. He's given us loads of connections, like for insurers and people do the signs, painters. So good guy to know, really. But I'm gonna have to shoot soon to get back to my.
Yeah, I need to take him to his car.
What's the matter with it?
Some service.
Oh, yeah.
Just got shafted by BMW.
How much?
£670.